Welcome back. A lorry carrying a huge quantity of rectified spirit, possibly meant for the liquor trade, has been seized by the Chennai police. Acting on a tip-off, a team headed by Additional Deputy Commissioner Jay Kumar intercepted a lorry near a checkpost in Nezratpet. Checks revealed that the vehicle is carrying over 12,000 litres of rectified spirit worth 20 lakh rupees. Investigation revealed that the rectified spirit were loaded in North India, heading toward Pondicherry via Chennai. 2 people have been arrested in connection with the case. A detailed probe is on.
Yesterday night we got some specific information that the rectified spirit is transporting from northern state to Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. We got some vehicle numbers. So we are arranged for vehicle checking at Nazratpet police checkpost. Conducted by Pundamalli PW Inspector Mr. Velavan. So he got this vehicle and we searched the vehicle. In that vehicle 350 cans of, that is 35 litres capacity cans of 350 with a total RS of 12,500 litres. So it is transported to Pondicherry via Chennai. So we are seized that vehicle also, and we are arrested 2 important accused, and we are further investigation is going.
2 days after Army Chief General V.K. Singh dragged the government to the Supreme Court, the Defence Ministry has reacted on the record. The Minister of State for Defence, Pallam Raju, has said that General V.K. Singh's move to go to the court over his age is unfortunate. He said that the issue was sensitive and General Singh's move will not set a healthy precedent for both the ministry and the defence forces.
I don't want to touch on this very sensitive issue, but all that I can say is that it's an unfortunate development, and it is not a healthy precedent either for the ministry or the armed forces. It is not a matter for public debate, and like I said, it is an unhealthy precedent. And it does not augur well either for the ministry or for the armed forces.
In a huge setback for Narendra Modi government, the Gujarat High Court has upheld the appointment of the Lokayukta in the state. In August last year, Governor Kamla Beniwal had appointed retired High Court Judge R.A. Mehta as the state Lokayukta. The Modi government had challenged the appointment before the High Court on the same day, contending that the governor's action was unconstitutional and unilateral.
Now, at last, the High Court has given a final verdict, and Narendra Modi should quietly accept that. Of course, this suggests the kind of double-faced policy of the BJP on these matters. They want a strong Lokpal at the center, but no Lokpal in the state government. And if they want to show their genuineness and their desire to fight corruption, as they profess to the people of this country, then before any steps are taken in the next 2 months, they must ensure a strong Lokayukt as they consider.
In a snub for the United States, Islamabad has told the American envoy Mark Grossman that he can't visit the country at the moment. Pakistan says it has to first review the report of a parliamentary panel which is examining the relationship with the United States given the recent tension between the two sides. Ties have plummeted since the death of 26 Pakistan army men in US airstrikes. In a big move to bail out cash-starved airlines, the government has proposed to raise investment limit for foreign carriers in Indian Airlines from 26 to 49%. The cabinet has now to decide on this, but stocks of most major airlines went up after the announcement. Simultaneously, the government has promised Air India 600 crores, much of this payment for free trips taken by government officials.
Some hope for the bleeding domestic airlines. The government has proposed that foreign airlines may invest up to 49% in them. That's almost double of what was proposed last November.
We realize that FDI is one of the factors which will help the industry survive the current financial problems.
The final decision will be taken by the cabinet, the same process as the FDI in retail. But the government hopes it won't meet the same fate because the move will not only help private airlines stay afloat, but will also help lakhs of employees facing threats of job cuts and pay cuts. It's a major step that could help private airlines, but the government has also moved to help Air India. The national airline has a debt of 43,000 crores. Government decided to pay 600 crores. Money that it owed Air India for free trips by officials and bureaucrats. These decisions have in fact been prompted by Saturday's pilot strike. While UK's Virgin is said to be interested in investing in Kingfisher, which has a debt of 6,000 crores, just how many others will be willing to open up is unclear. To that extent, decision is a gamble. India's passenger growth rate last year was 18%, almost 3 times that of China. But for now, will the Indian and foreign airlines be willing? With Sandeep Phukan in New Delhi, Tanima Biswas for NDTV.
The online encyclopedia Wikipedia will black out its English website today worldwide for 24 hours. This is to protest against the anti-piracy bills under consideration in the US Congress. A statement by Wikipedia Foundation says they have taken this unprecedented step because the legislation, if passed, will endanger free speech and impose censorship.
Do your homework early. Message from the 6th most viewed website, Wikipedia's chief, Jimmy Wales. The encyclopedia website will black out for 24 hours. The idea is to protest against a draft anti-online piracy legislation and a companion legislation protecting intellectual property in the US. Critics say the laws impose unfair responsibilities on websites such as Wikipedia to check that no material they host infringes copyright. Under current laws, if websites remove pirated content when they are notified by the copyright holder, they are not liable for damages. Joining Wikipedia are the giants of Silicon Valley, including Google and Facebook. But the proposed laws make it easier for American copyright holders to cut off access to foreign websites hosting unlicensed copies of films, music and television programs. Major media owners are therefore backing the proposed legislations. But a statement from President Obama's internet advisor said the provisions for blocking foreign websites pose a real risk to cybersecurity, an indication that the anti-piracy draft might not win support in the Congress. But the companion legislation on intellectual property is currently under active consideration. Rupert Murdoch complained on Twitter that President Obama has thrown in his lot with Silicon Valley paymasters. Wikipedia's protest will undoubtedly impact the tens of thousands of users who log on to the free, contributions-based online encyclopedia every day. The website records 500 million hits a month. With the support of Silicon Valley big guns, the online war is only hotting up, and the stakes on both sides are getting higher. An NDTV Bureau report.
More on Dear Finance Minister coming right after this short break. Stay tuned.